So after 6 seasons of Peaky Blinders, it all boils down to one film, The Immortal Man. Now, can this live up to expectations? Because when we get to the end of these sagas, very, very tricky. Or is it just going to be a damp squib? Well, let's find out. I'm going to give a non-spoiler review. So you think one thing that they'd get right, which would be easy, would be to have that Peaky Blinders vibe. The scores are always really good. It usually bothers me when something that's set in a certain period, so this is like World War II, but that's way on from where Peaky Blinders has been, because it's normally an interwar thing, like 1920s, etc. When they have music that wasn't around then that feels really out of place, it bothers me. But with Peaky Blinders, it never has, because it's always been part of the franchise. So they made it work. Okay, there are exceptions. And this comes into pacing as well. Look, the vibe they gave, because it's kind of got a, it's always got like a, it's not paranormal Peaky Blinders in the sense of it's not got high magic or anything like that. It's all rooted in reality. But it has a creepy, ghostly vibe always. I mean, with the Romany stuff, the gypsies, it's always that sort of spiritual thing. And they do really well with that, as well as the tense scenes, the big, you know, everybody's turning up with guns and it's going to be a big gunfight, or it could spill over into something like that. They do a great job with that, right? They've got that down, but that should be doable after 6 seasons. I thought the pacing of this movie was really, really slow, especially like, I mean, this isn't giving anything away because we know this, you know, Tommy Shelby's a shell. He's been a shell throughout the whole thing, but a particular shell of a man, which is a mixture of war stuff and, look, at the end of the day, his mental health is terrible. It's been terrible through the show, but it's even worse now that loads of people have died. And it's just, it's really slow at the start. It's like, it reminds me of The Last Jedi in the sense of you've got this broken man who is just hanging around his house instead of a planet. And it's just a bit too slow for me. Especially, another thing with this movie, the cast is so small, and what I mean by that is it's not small as in it's small, it's just all those characters, because Tommy Shelby is the focal point when it comes to Peaky Blinders, but there were so many, like, not side characters, but kind of main characters, Polly, Arthur, all the rest of the family, even the villains. There was like one villain in this, really. And you'd usually have, like, when you think of the Luca Changretta story, you'd have, not side, yeah, kind of side villains, but you'd have his family and things like that. And you add that with, like, more UK-based villains, like Cockney villains. The Tom Hardy character wasn't really a villain, but he wasn't a good guy either on Tommy's side. It was just a mixture of, he would just do deals with him. There were none of those side people. It was just one villain, Tommy's son Duke, and then a load of other people, and that stuff about Arthur, which was, the stuff with Arthur was just, his brother was just really disappointing to not have him in it. There might have been reasons, I do understand that, but do you know what? It goes Last Jedi again, because it's literally seeing flashbacks. We don't even see his face. That's worse than Last Jedi, actually. And we just get the reasons why he's not there. Arthur Shelby, who's such an important character, it's kind of like Tommy's yin to his yang, you know, the chaos and him just screaming, shouting, having fits of rage. And then you've got Tommy, who's just a broken shell who occasionally does things. I mean, there was a great thing with him in a hand grenade, which showed Tommy Shelby off to a T. We got a moment of the old Tommy Shelby. But it was just too slow paced, in my opinion, and the characters, the plot was just too thin. And it was just, yeah, we're just going to bankrupt the UK during World War II, so fight over some pound notes. Okay, cool. And in the end, you know, obviously everything gets resolved, you know. Yeah, we get the father and son interactions. And another thing, Duke, there wasn't enough time to go into his character. I didn't feel like we got enough of Duke and Tommy's relationship, or even just Duke taking over the Peaky Blinders. And the Peaky Blinders now just felt like, here's Duke, it's some other blokes. That's the Peaky Blinders. Oh, okay, cool. You gave us 2 seconds of that, and that's just it. Not a lot, is it? So yeah, broken minds, broken relationships, a broken country, broken system, broken enemies, but a fitting end. Kind of. Thought the ending had like a great Western vibe to it. You'll know what I mean when you see it, but I just think there could have been more to this. I just think maybe they should just have ended it with the series, because there just weren't enough people there. They killed off too many characters, couldn't get certain people back. Like, I wasn't bored during it. There were great moments like where he's going through the tunnel and you're being reminded of like the World War I tunnel stuff, which is, you know, a big part of Tommy's story, but he's not there to do it with the other people, and that's the main thing. He had all the other people. You can kill some of them off, because in a series, you need big moments, you need hooks, but we didn't have any of these characters. We just had, there's Duke, here's Ada in the series, from the series, and it's like, that's it. Oh, right, yeah, actually his groundsman's there as well. Who else? Curly. Curly's lost a lot of weight. He doesn't look well. I hope the actor for Curly feels all right. But it's just one too many. They just should have ended it with the series, even if this story had been better paced out. I think it would have been better paced out had they have actually, guess what, had they have actually have had more people from Peaky Blinders, and you still could have introduced Duke. Duke needed a bit more time though on screen. Oh well, never mind. It was okay, it did the job. They fought some Nazis, so he got his Indiana Jones moment and everything, and they foiled it to save the day from Nazis, because yes, I'm going to spoil, World War II wasn't won by the Nazis. There we go. If you didn't know, sorry, not sorry. But anyway, what did you think? Did you think it was the perfect ending to Tommy Shelby? Did you think that perhaps Duke was a great addition and now he's Rambaba or whatever it is? Like, I did like that. Like right at the end, the cheesy, yes, you are Rom, whatever it was. I don't know. You're the king. There we go. Yeah, König, whatever. There's another language. Anyway, let me know what you think below. Please comment, like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Thank you for your support. It's appreciated. Until next time, I'll see you later.